Hey everybody, welcome back. So today we are trying to build out our base a little more. So we need to unlock, well, we have the points. We need to unlock a bunch of engrams. We need stuff related to growing things, so we need some pipes. Yep. And we are going to do all sorts of stuff. We're going to get a preserving bin at some point, the feeding trough, let's see, we've already unlocked the refining forge, a table. The table is because I don't like to bend down for the mortar and pestle. I like to be at waist level. It's just easy, you know. I'm getting old. I don't want to bend over, hurt my back any. So it's just for comfort. You know, it's environmental health and safety kind of thing. You know, OSHA would be proud. What else do we got down here that we want to unlock? Probably not too much past this point because we started getting into redundancy. Playing solo, you know, there's a lot of options of whether you use stone for stuff or metal for stuff. You know, honestly, if you're playing solo, stone is fine because nobody's really going to hurt anything. So, fabricator, electrical generator, yeah, but we're not going to, these couple right here, I don't think we're going to do these today, but I do want to think about where they're going to go because a generator running all the time does make noise. So you do want to think about where it's going to go so you can kind of figure out where it's going to be so it's not so noisy. I've had two different generators before. One was actually in a closed room, and one was in the open air. And there was a huge difference between the noise. It was like the closed room one seemed a lot louder. Maybe it echoed or something. I don't know. It's a game, but you wouldn't think it would do stuff like that. But the one in the open air, man, that you walk a couple feet away from that, and you couldn't hear it anymore. So we'll make that another day because that's going to require stuff we just don't have yet. Wooden cage, that's not for people. It is built for people, but that's not what we're going to use it for. We're going to use it for a dung beetle. Medium crock plot, all the vegetables you need a medium crop plot for. If you're going to do the plant species X, you're going to need the large crop plot. If you're going to do just basic normal junk that you can pick up, like narco berries, the small crop plots are okay. So I'm going to go off and collect up a bunch of stuff. And here we are. We collected up a bunch of stuff, and we are ready to start laying some stuff down. And we're going to start off with the gardening area. I want the gardening area near the shallow water because I'm going to have to irrigate it. You know, I wanted the southern exposure so I can get good sun and blah, 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 blah. Nah, it's just sort of out of the way. I want to make the irrigation very easy and very simple. So we're just going to do a line of 4 plots. Now, if you don't know, for the vegetables, there's really only 4 different kinds of vegetables. So 4 plots, 1 for each different kind of vegetable, and you're pretty much set. So we got 4 there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to put down the cage. The cage is going to hold our dung beetle. So a dung beetle is, it eats spoiled meat. That's its food. But if you put poop in it, in its inventory, it will process that into fertilizer and oil. So that's the second part of the video. The video is a half hour because, oh my gosh, you have no idea yet. The dung beetle FNAF event is a huge deal. Okay, so anyway, that's called foreshadowing. Just, you know, I'm literally telling you what the shadows of the 4 is. Another foreshadowing, if you can see in the background, there's a little pelican. Alright, let's see. Let's get this table. Focus on our task. Task at hand. Table. Kind of get it roughly straight. You can vaguely see the lines of the ceiling tiles. Alright, that's kind of, we're checking around to see if we kind of have it lined up. So we want to make some sort of flows. We want to make some aisles, basically. So this aisle with the double ramp, we want large animals, if we want to be able to come up and be unhindered. So we don't want to try to block that double ceiling width path. I don't know if we're level have big animals out there or not. It's, you know, it's something we're gonna figure out. So I just realized I want 3 mortar pestles. You can fit 3 mortar pestles on that table. I only had 2, and I was short by like 1 stone. So I was like, let's go get just 1 stone. Okay, so let's lay this sucker down. What I like to do is I like to do the outside ones first, and then the inside one, because then it's much easier to center them up and make them look just so. I like them pretty. No, see how it's hard to tell exactly where that one should go. But once you have the other one on, now it's very easy to tell where that one should go. Ah, that looks very nice. Very nice. Now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna put down some forges. You know, if you're gonna do a crazy amount of metal, you might want a place that is literally just forges, because if you're gonna do a lot of metal, you know, you might want. I can hear that. Oh, there goes that. Pego Master just killed off the. Yeah, they're off doing stuff over there. You know, getting all antsy. Yeah, they should be okay for a second. So, I typically do okay with just 2 forges. Sometimes I wish I had 3 or 4, but most of the time I do okay with just 2. If you're gonna do it lots and lots and lots of metal, you might want to have 6 or 8, or there is an industrial version of these things that cooks metal way faster. That's more like if you're in a tribe. If you're in a tribe, that you probably want to do something like that. Okay, he's bugging me because he feels like he's gonna get tired up there, and I don't really want him to get tired. So let's bring him home and tell everybody just sort of calm down. You know, the bad little pelican is, you know, he's not here. He's not with us anymore. He's in a I'd say a better place, but I don't know that we want him in a better place. So now we have that. We have that. I think we're looking for some storage. And I think what I want to do is I don't want to butt up right against the forge and the smithy and stuff. I want a little bit of space that I can fit in between. So you see there's 2 boxes that look similar. You got the brown, you got the faded brown. So the brown is a storage box. The faded brown is for blueprints. So the idea here is if I have a smaller animal like the Dodocurus, I can run them up this single ramp. And if I need to get them really close to a box because I have lots of stuff, that's fine. If I want to just transfer something between boxes to, say, the smithy or the refurnace, it's going to be far enough apart that I can do that, but not to be close enough that I don't really have to walk much. I could really just like turn around and just spin around and then just transfer something. So I have 8-ish, and you really want to make sure that first one's lined up, because all I'm doing is hitting the back button, S or whatever the backup button is. And so looks pretty good. You can get them a little closer. The downside to get them The downside of getting them too close is that sometimes you'll miss and you'll end up opening the wrong box. I actually want a few more boxes, so let's get some stuff and we got the stuff to make some more boxes. And I kind of want to go beyond the smithy. It's kind of my ideal. But since they're not all in a row, I need a little help in knowing that I lined them all back up again. So K mode on PC is a godsend. This does not work nowhere near as awesome on Xbox. I will tell you that. You're doing a lot more guessing when you're on the Xbox. Okay, so now we think we're lined up. Now we can just run them all backwards. And is that the last one? No, we got a couple more. You can never have too much storage. You will think that this is extreme overkill, and I will tell you that a month from now, I'm gonna have to start throwing crap away because I'm like, I don't have places to stick it. Alright, this one's a slightly wider, so I kind of shifted over, but then I realized I shifted over too much. So we have some number of storage boxes, and then the last one's just for blueprints. It can actually hold a lot of It can hold a lot of blueprints. That was a lot of B letters in the sentence. Okay, now, our next step is probably irrigation. Let's get some water going to these crop plots. I'm not interested in putting any seeds in there until we have water, until we have fertilizer. All right. So first thing you need is an intake. That's got to be into the water. Plop. Oh wait, see if we're lined up. Back to that K mode again. See, we're actually a little too far back. We need to be, to shore a little bit more. Okay, how many times you gotta do this before you figure out you need to move over to your left? There you go. There you go. Maybe that's pretty close. Pretty close. Yep, we committed. We committed. Okay. So what I like to do is then from that one do a couple angles, couple angle ups. All right, one angle up, and we got a problem. If we do another angle, we're going to be going through the ceiling and probably through the crop plot, which is not what I had in mind. So we need a new plan. We're going to have to go from here straight up. But I didn't research that. Huh, what do you know? Now I have researched that. Ha ha ha. I am so smart. Okay, so let's make that sucker up. We only need one of those. We're going to burn an engram points just for one vertical pipe, which is why I like to, when I'm doing the irrigation, I like it to use as few pieces as possible. So, because this is literally one intake, one vertical, one angle, one spout. I'm burning engram points for all of these things, and I'm literally just going to make one of them, Okay, so here's the thing about the so kind of have a dead center. So this is the tap. So the tap actually covers a pretty decent area. So you can see that one's irrigated and that one's irrigated. So from one tap I'm irrigating all four, which is perfect. And it doesn't look so bad. You know, that I'm actually pretty happy. I'm pretty happy with how that worked out. That lined up. I'm actually excited about that. That's one of my better irrigations. Okay, so next thing. I think we need to start naming our stuff, because you don't want a bunch of random boxes around without names. So I like to have, this is the kind of order I like to do. The garden one, that's for fertilizer, seeds, crap like that. That's the box closest to the garden. I like to have a box that is just for, if I need to lose some weight to go, go on an animal that's light, that's my drop box. It's nothing supposed to be in there permanently. It's just temporary, dropping crap off, and I'll come back and move it around or whatever later. I like a clothes box. I like a weapons box. I like both of those to be right next to each other, because basically that's going to be all of my person. Wrong button, Chris. Okay. And then the next box is going to be the common. So I have basically three categories of stuff. I have common, and common is like wood, thatch, fiber, stone, flint, junk like that. I have special. Special is like crystal, pearls, that kind of junk. And then we have trophies. And what trophies are they can be the artifacts. They can be all of the stuff that you need for a medium or hard level. They get, like Thylacolea claws or talons or megalodon teeth, all that sort of jazz. I don't remember what this next one is. Chitin. Chitin is chitin, chitin, or keratin, whichever one is called, and cementing paste. All three of those will go in the same box. This one is Bernie stuff. So Bernie stuff is charcoal, oil, spark powder, stuff that you really use for burning. Oil, gasoline will go in there too. So building, all building stuff, not hats, beds and walls and all the stuff that you build stuff with. All your leftover extra pieces that you might need later. I'm kind of a kind of a pack rat. I don't really throw stuff away until I'm literally out of storage. And so I had picked up a lot of this stuff from the smithy that I had on the island itself. And so we're in dropping stuff off. And just so you can see the cementing paste, chitin, keratin, chitin, whatever it's called. Hide, which we really don't actually have a lot of hide right now. Which is that will have to get redeemed at some point. Trophies, I don't think I have any yet. I have not killed something worthy of a trophy. Or if I have, I haven't kept it. I did yesterday. I killed the pterodactyl. I mean the Bronto. That would have given me. Oh, that's on Carno Island's storage box. Okay. Yeah, forgot about that guy. Okay. Special. So common. Common. A lot of times you would think they would fill up really fast because of the stuff it's holding. It's super common, but it's honestly just really a temporary place for stuff. It's when I'm holding it and I don't really want to use it right this second. But I'm like, I'll just hold it there. It tends to, if it gets full, it gets full of usually the yellow stuff, thatch. All right, which one did we just open? Oh, and the other thing. Okay, so I forgot to tell you this. So if you notice, see when you see the title, there's all sorts of this. There's blue crap, white crap, green crap, all written all over the screen. The title is the leftmost words. That's not part of all the other crap. So what you really have to do is when you're looking at these storage boxes, just train your eye to look to the left extreme word. That left extreme word is the title. Ignore everything else. And then what you can do is you can scan them really fast to figure out, which one's which. And I also realized I forgot one, and that would be saddles. We need something to keep our saddles in. And when I was playing on the center, this box actually filled up of saddles that I didn't have a use for. I had to start throwing away saddles that weren't, the most awesomest in the world. I tend to put narcotics with weapons. To me, that's a logical jump. Okay, so I think we have a lot of stuff in there now. So I'm leaving the space over here for the fabricator. So let's put down a preserving bin, because I realized when I was holding stuff that I have these flowers and these mushrooms that will actually expire, and I don't want them to. All right. And with that mic that close to my face, you could probably hear me just take a drink of my drink. But we need to go to Bernie stuff because we need the spark powder. 19 will last a good little while. So preserving bins, are they really that great at preserving stuff? They're okay. We're gonna get to refrigerators pretty quickly, but preserving bins will work from now. And I only want to do one because even when you have a refrigerator, there is a use for a preserving bin. Okay, so part one done. We have the basic part of the what do you call that? Base. That's why I couldn't get it out because it also had the word base in it. That little cage. We need a dung beetle. So now we have a mission. Our mission, if we choose to accept it, is to go get a dung beetle. Oh, I have the otter with me because we're going to go in a cave. In caves, this cave can get cold, and the otter will help me stay warm. So that's why I have the otter. That's the purpose of an otter, is to actually keep you warm. And so, to tame a dung beetle, it's going to take poop. That's how you tame it. Tame it with poop. And if you don't want to, oh, that's loud. If you don't want to wait forever, then you want to use the biggest poop that you can. Because bigger poop means shorter taming time. And I don't have any animals on my own that give big poop. However, let's heal up just a bit. You can see real time what it takes to heal up. Okay, and we are healed. And we get rid of some stuff we don't really care about. Don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. And we're gonna... Oh, yeah, we don't... Yeah, okay. We're gonna toss that for now. Yeah. Okay, so this Bronto. Bronto gives large poops. We like the large poops. We can see our little buddy in the background in the distance. Mr. Alpha Raptor. So, now it's a waiting game. We're gonna wait for him to poop. And see how long it takes him to poop. How many loops is he gonna do? You know you're playing an exciting game when you're just following an animal waiting for it to poop. I mean, that says blockbuster stellar game. This is what all the cool kids are gonna be playing. I gotta wait for the animal to poop. The illustrious large poop. And I will tell you, there is a poop larger than that. I believe the Titansaurus has a larger poop than that. But I don't know if I know where one is. There he is. Look at him. And he went out of render range. Okay. And if you see up here, you see a tiger. You see a Thylacolea. It's, I think I... Nope. Shoot. Wait. Can I see it now? What level is he? 32, 40. Either 32 or 40. I saw two things. We have nothing to tame anything with, and we already have a mission. So we're going to have to just let him be for now. Okay. We're a little bit closer. You see that volcano in the background on the right-hand side of the screen? That's sort of where we're heading. I see a Carno. I'm trying to see if I can get up here to not have to bother with him. But I'm not having a lot of luck. And we got the boat. And the Carno saw me. I guess we're gonna kill the Carno. Small purple power. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Really? You guys want some of this? Want some of that? Some of these? Some of those? Oh, you're running away. No, you started this fight. We're gonna finish it. Okay. Back to our mission. Okay. We're closer. See this? The woods to the right? We need to go to where the sand turns from yellow to dark, and then we're gonna end up taking a right. That's what. Crap. Microraptors. I hate Microraptors. They drive me nuts. And okay, now I can move. Okay. And I just go whack by Bronto tail. Lost my shirt. And let's see. And there's a Microraptor right on the beach. So go back the other way. Where's my bird? My raptor. I need my raptor. My raptor. He's trying to kill a Bronto. Okay, I think I just put something passive. Okay, let's see if we can just get him. And whack by the Bronto again. That's depressing. Oh, we just lost our otter. Remember our otter that has like 40 life? So if he's ever on his own and he gets hit, he kind of just dies. That was him. He just died. So we have no otter anymore. Did we even name him? I don't know if we named him. Okay, last chance bird. Let's go see if we can. And I already got whacked. Come on. Yep. What are you doing? Get back on me. Get back up. Raptors all around. Okay, whistle to our raptor. Get him out of harm's way. Let's see if we can salvage. We're losing the otter, and we're going for a dung beetle. I don't yet know if that's a good trade-off or not. But we're gonna make the best of our situation. Okay. Now what we gotta do is figure out what are we gonna do. We have 2 animals now, and we don't need 2 animals. Okay. A little bit of food in here. You're gonna be okay. I'm still trying to think through what are our logistics. The bird, I'm not gonna take into the cave. The default settings, which I have not changed for solo, you still can't take birds into caves. There is a checkbox you can allow it, but I don't that much. Okay, so let's take you up here for now. I kind of want him out of the way. I don't want him in harm's way. I still need my stuff. We still gotta go get my stuff. That's that blue. That's that greenish. That's that greenish light. So let's get some food going. Heal up real fast. Super fast. Super fast. 400 speed. Okay. And I'll get rid of all the dumb crap. And let's see. Pick that up. Pick that up. So I'm gonna have a hat and I'm gonna have some shoes. Fancy. That's what you wear when you're at home. Oh, that's what you wear when you're at home all by yourself and ain't nobody looking. Wear a hat and some shoes. I don't need nothing else but a hat and some shoes. Alright, now, don't just jump off. There's so much stuff going on around here that just give it a second. See if something's going to attack you. Okay, grab it. Throw it on there. Alright, we got all of our poop. That's the big thing. We got all of our poop. If we lost anything else, we don't want to lose the Bronto poop. Okay. Now, can we maybe put some clothes on or something? Maybe? Shoot. Terror bird. Albino terror bird. The notorious swimming albino terror bird. Can I get a breather for like a half a second? There's a Rex over there. We gotta stay away from the Rex. Can we get a breather for even half a second? I really don't think so. And we got another hat. Just in case we lose our hat, we have another hat. All is good. Okay. So, oh, we got some pants. Woohoo! Okay, now we're stylish because we got muscles. We have muscles. I'm trying to stay away from that Rex right there. We're gonna go get that piranha. See if we can get our bird. That was almost smooth, but I just whistled one time because I actually caught him the very first time. I don't think I noticed it though. So there's a rock right over here near this cliff. I'm thinking let's go take the bird, put him over there. He's kind of out of the way. He's out of the way of all of this stuff going on. So maybe that'll be a little better. Okay. And I see a raptor stuck in the trees over there. And I hear something, and there's a raptor right here. My map has so many raptors. You just would not believe. I mean, you would believe because you're watching it on these videos. There are very few raptor encounters. Did you see me look at the poop? And you know why I looked at the poop? Because I'm starting to become accustomed to picking up poop to make fertilizer. But I forget that raptors and pterodons both make little poop. And we don't want little poop, we want big poop. Okay, so I think that bird's gonna be safe. Let's make sure by go back. Let's make sure by getting rid of this raptor, because he just looks like he wants to go at it. And this is what you do, raptor. You have to bite the tree, and the tree goes down. Okay, now let's get a little closer. Okay, saber-tooth. You can see off in the distance, that's where we're going. There's the cave entrance. And I lift my head up a little bit, quit fighting the saber-tooth, which is a 40. Yeah. Saber-tooths are pretty good. If I had my choice between a saber-tooth and a dire wolf, I tend to pick the dire wolf. I tend to hear people rather pick the saber-tooth because the saddle gives you extra armor, but I don't know. I like the dire wolf better. So this is the entrance to the cave. So now the adventure begins, as though the adventure didn't begin yet. I never really took in raptors in the caves. So now we have bats. Onyxes. I think onyx? Is that what the word? They're bats. So here's the thing about bats. Okay. What I'm learning right this second is that raptors don't have a big area of effect. So the thingy has to be kind of close to its mouth for it to actually bite, which is not good for flying animals. What was I talking about? Raptors, caves, onyxes, bats. Oh, bats. So bats have a percentage chance of giving you mega rabies. And mega rabies is really, really annoying. The first time me and my son contracted it, we were playing split screen. And we didn't know it was contagious to each other. and we ended up giving it to each other, like back and forth over and over and over again, until we finally realized, let's just stay apart, because one would die and then respawn, and then he wouldn't have it, and then they get close to the other guy that does still have it, and then you'd end up picking it back up again. It was nuts. If you get it, you're gonna lose like, I think like 200 life, and if you can survive from losing 200 life, then you're good. It'll go away. So that's one of the reasons I like to have like over 200 life. I like to have typically 300 life by the time I'm done. And then I realize, hey, you know what? I got a torch. Let's use our torch. Now, a lot of times caves, there are a lot of paths, but generally, if to go where you probably want to go, you probably are always trying to go down. So if there's a path that seems more down, that's probably the right path. So, let's, we're only looking for a dung beetle. We're not trying to get the artifact. We're just trying to get a dung beetle. So let's see what we see up here. And there's a dung beetle and a scorpion. Foreshadowing. Pay attention to the scorpion. And the bat. Okay, not the bat. Kill the bat. Come on, bat. Here we go. What I am learning too is I can get actually, if I time it right, I can get multiple bites in on the bat when he swings around. Okay. So, where'd the scorpion go? You did see that scorpion, right? I thought I said it out loud. I saw a scorpion. I told you to watch the scorpion, but now I don't see a scorpion. So let's look down all the paths. Nope. 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 I hear something. Dung beetles are... Oh, there's another bat. Dung beetles are passive. They're not going to do anything. They just sort of hang out. So, but don't go hitting it. So that's why I'm trying to not face the dung beetle. Alright. So... Still no scorpion? I'm a little leery of getting off. You know that scorpion come out and bite me. Okay, so most all passive tames, you need to stick stuff in your last bar, in your zero or the last hotbar item, and then when you do that, then you can actually feed it. So I fed it a large. That was a level 108, and it's like almost 90% tamed. So it ended up taking, I think, one large and like 2 mediums, and so we're gonna name him Stinky. So, and like these guys, dodos, penguins, animals of that kind of size, you can pick up and hold, and you can just, so I can just ride them on the thing. Can I tell you? Can I be honest with you for a minute? I didn't know that the first time I tamed a dung beetle, and it was following me for a long time. Freaking microraptors. I'm under the water. I'm getting bit by piranhas. I'm stunned. Oh, there it is. Okay. Come on. Out of the water. 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 Okay. Thank you, raptor. You got one of them. And I am almost dead. I am so close to dead. Okay. My dung beetle Stinky's following me. He's nice and purple. I like the like rainbowy sort of color look on him. You're a bird. These guys do not give up. Terror birds have an aggro range. Now, okay, so honestly, the 2 terror birds that you've seen today are very uncommon, uncharacteristic. Typically, terror birds are in a pack. There's usually more than one at a time. And if you notice right here, I'm about out of stamina. I gotta stop. But both of those times, terror birds were solo. So I don't know what the deal with that one was, but usually they're in a bigger pack. And why everything wants to gang up on me at one time, I don't know. I just, I must be so handsome that, they all just, they're in awe, and then they're stunned by my beauty until the action, and then they all kick in, and they like shake out of it, and they all, sort of get in on the action at the same time. All right. So we are close. So close. We're almost home. We're Alpha Rex is off to the distance right there. Yep, there he is. You can see him. All right, we're here. Finally, we can have a dung beetle. Okay, this was our goal. Prep up the base, get the dung beetle. We can get him in there. All right. Well, thank y'all for visiting with me. Thank y'all for joining me on the journey. I realized later I didn't put him on wandering. I got to make sure I put him on wandering. But anyway, thanks for watching. Make sure y'all subscribe, thumbs up, tell your neighbors, tell your friends, tell your preacher, tell your teacher. And we will catch y'all next time. All right?